Hello viewers, welcome back. It's time for more renowned exploring. This is, I'm having a lot of fun this game. We've seen a lot of new things, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. I'm enjoying all of this like crew-specific storyline stuff. Let's go find the Globus Cruciger. I should probably have looked that up so that I could have some interesting things to say, maybe do like 3 minutes of research before I start recording. But you know, if I'm anything, it's lazy. You're about to solve another mystery. The Globus Cruciger of Charlemagne, long thought to be a myth, has been tracked down by the renowned explorers. It is said that through merchants and thieves, the Globus Cruciger ended up here with a noble family. Maria is determined to find this elusive treasure. You will have to be careful. Wild wolves are a common threat. Hey, listen, if we're good at dealing with anything, it's wolves. That and nuns. The few travelers that have passed through here have been met with mixed signals from the locals. They even spread preposterous stories of cursed lands. That is preposterous. So here's the deal. We have 4 resolve right now. That is not... if you know anything about numbers, you will know that that's not really that large of a number. So... I'm very nervous. If we manage to get through this whole thing without losing any resolve, then we'll get to the last expedition with 6. But we also have a 2 resolve card in our deck that I will happily play if I find it. So potentially we have 8 resolve to play with as long as we don't lose too much too quickly right here. Obviously, we'll be going to this thing because it's... I mean, obviously. So, as much as I like the look of this node, 2 there and 2 back sucks. We're just going to go straight over here. We're going to... Maria tells the crew he has never seen so much uninteresting stuff in one day. Look at how sweet that scarecrow is, though. Maria actually becomes angry. Okay. I like that. I like the response is just, oh, okay. Hattis finds a small book about a countess that murders young women in her quest for eternal youth. Creepy. Okay, do I want to explore this? Not so badly. I want to take advantage of the zero supply path. A cultist hideout. This old medieval tower is decorated with black and red banners. Knowing those pesky cultists, it must hold stolen valuables. Luckily, there are only a few cultists guarding the tower. If you want to enter, now is the time. Yeah, I like that. Let's rumble, you big cultist oafs. Okay, so if we win, a research or a science token, a study token is what those are called, a campaign token, 2 encounter tokens with really buffed payouts, and a supply. All we have to do is win aggressive when our opponents are being devious, which is, you know, not the end of the world. Weak against impress and weak against... Well, we have excitement. These guys have a lot of armor. So we have to be very careful about how we modulate our abilities here. We definitely want to try to pick this up aggressive, for obvious reasons. Oh no! Okay, piercing shot gains plus 25% power each turn while off cooldown. So I think if we just avoid these guys for a turn, she'll be able to get 2 or maybe even 3 of them if we're lucky on the next turn. So I just have to figure out how I want to take these guys down now. This guy's 140 spirit, but he has no speech defense. So I think what we probably want to do is... Terrify. Right? We want to go devious first. So actually, should she go devious first? No, her devious attack is... got 2 range on it. Where could she stand to actually still hit? She can't get as far away as I would like, actually. Alright, Maria lost 10 speech defense from the guilt of beating up that cathedral full of nuns, that abbey full of nuns. Sorry. I don't know why. I don't know what she's so upset about. So... Okay, I think actually I don't want you to move there. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to set in this one. This is my open. Okay. Oh. Until you start being devious. Then they gain plus 25 speech power, plus 25 armor. Wow. Interesting. Enjoys being humiliated, huh? Well, that's very interesting. So we'll do this. I think we try to land the Impress, right? Because, yeah, her ability to excite this cultist is powerful, but it's not powerful enough to one-shot him unless we lower his health and his speech defense at the same time. Yes, we will be best friends. I will totally not leave here and forget about you and never write or call. And Hattis doing what Hattis does best. Well, actually, what Hattis does best is shoot a bow at things, but doing some of what she does best. Oh, his stupid guy and his stupid armor. Well, still. This may negatively impact our ability to survive. But I couldn't pass up. It was so much value. Oh, this won't drop him. Yes, it's very confusing. I also don't know what we're doing. Alright, can we get this guy? Yeah, I think this should be sufficient. Keep in mind, the damage meter only shows the damage of the first attack. So you have to extrapolate a little bit to figure out how much damage will be dealt by the additional attacks. So I think we might even... Okay, we're going to get attacked once here. Hopefully this doesn't just one-shot Hattis. It totally did! Holy crap, that guy did 73 damage. Wow. Criminy. Please punch this guy out. Thank you. Yeah, this should be... Okay, so remember how I was saying I was concerned about our resolve? I have to be more concerned than I have been. But, look at all the stuff. Look at all the resources, man. You pacify the cultists guarding the tower. However, one cultist gets away to call reinforcements. I don't agree. I don't agree that that happened. Bia will stay on watch. Because Hattis is good at disarming traps and other stuff. Maria has... I don't know. Maybe Maria should have been on guard. Maria has found a room with a safe, while Hattis has found the office of a cultist leader. Well, let's check out the safe. The safe is pretty decent. It would take some roguish intelligence or brute force to open the safe. Or, you know, just we'll disassemble it. There are some precious stones, as well as an encouraging string of beads. Oh, plus 10 speech defense, start every encounter excited. That's actually really interesting. B yells that reinforcements are going to be... Oh, we don't get to do both. Okay, well. So, who has an inventory slot open? Her starting every encounter excited is not my favorite thing. I think we're gonna, as much as I would like to give her 10 speech defense, let's replace the speech defense that Maria lost and let her start encounters excited because her speech attacks are way, way, way more powerful. Alright, let's just keep exploring. The peculiar properties of the swamp inspire Bia to jot down some research questions. Oh, this sucks. We are not finding any nodes of any value. So there's a lot of double movement, a lot of no combat. I'm quite frustrated. Let's go this way. We're going to try to find some more valuable nodes. We'll sweep along here. There's a small cemetery here. Many graves have been broken, and there are some cultist cloaks around an empty grave. Curious. That is curious. Oh, well, that's a supply node, and this is a double move to a node that sucks. Okay. As night falls, you hear howling all around. The only way to stay safe is by convincing locals to take you in. Well, we can make a swing at that. Uh-oh. Really? We lost 2 supplies? Maria fails to negotiate, and you are forced to stay outside. No one can sleep. We still got some stuff. Hattis is flabbergasted. The profits of her shares in the Caribbean Banana Company have fallen by 20%. How is this possible? Bananas are the new pineapples. Yeah, except bananas are better than pineapples. That's right. That's what you guys come here for, strong fruit opinions. Then Bia moves in. The drop in banana export is all to do with this new papaya hype in London. Bia was clever enough to invest some savings in Papaya & Sons. That's clever-ish. And a little bit in papaya propaganda as well. She shares some profits with the crew. Oh. And then because she's a quick thinker, she has extra stuff. So a treasure hunt and 6 collect tokens is a lot of money. Am I going to get more than that from an insight? I do get pretty good value on insights, but I don't think so. I think this is the most valuable option. At first, Hattis is a little bummed out, but then she becomes very proud. What a great observation! Bia and Hattis continue to discuss the papaya craze, and carefully start to discuss a joint venture. Maybe Ataman and Hecaton Incorporated will even challenge the Vanderbilts. Yeah, maybe. Oh, she got even quicker thinkering. That's... Yep. I said that for real. A plus 10% attack power, plus 10 grit. Man, these crew stories are really powerful. Alright, well, let's go here. Oh, man. This part of what's rough about this place is that it's so hard to navigate. You would expect these 2 nodes to be connected, but they're not. So if we go here, we'll have to use double supplies to walk over here. If we go here... all of the nodes on this map are terrible. The crew finds a physical challenge. A fallen boulder blocks a narrow path forward beside a ravine. Maria would like to follow that path, as you've heard of gemstones being found there. Have we now? 4 attack is not that much. I will risk 4 attack against a 60% chance of getting treasure. Not a treasure, but, you know, loot, money. Success! With every ounce of strength, Bia manages to push the boulder into the ravine. As Maria expected, the crew finds plenty of jade and feldspar gems in the unlocked area. I love jade and feldspar. Those are my favorite gems. Plus 15 renown for each level of archaeologist currently in the party. Bonus triples from level 5, currently 30. Level 2 quick thinkers gain plus 5 speech. Oh, I was gonna totally do this. And the encounter tokens treasure is really good now, though. So do I want to give plus 5 speech to 2 of my party members? Or do I want to get that 5 times? Oh, people having 5 extra speech could actually be really helpful here. And it would give us access to more campaign tokens. 5 encounter tokens is bananas. This is actually really, really tough. I think I'm going to go for this. I think these 2 having plus 5 speech will be helpful in this expedition at the very least. Helpful enough that it might mean not dying. The crew is holding a special contest. Who can talk about their hairiest escape in the most exciting way? This exercise makes everyone tell their tales more proficiently. Hattis in particular feels inspired to speak of your adventures. Okay. Cool. So... I like wits challenges, it's just that, like... This is a dead end, and we don't really have that many supplies. Honestly, I think I go backwards. As much as I hate going to an empty node, it's just like I moved from this node to this node for 2 supplies, when everything else I would have done was also 2 supplies, so... Nothing special has been found here. Bia asks the crew if she could send some valuables back to Greece. Actually, yes, I will totally do that because I really need a lot of status. Yeah, we'll talk with Emily to see if she has found a secret. Okay, so we're running all the way out of resources in the very near future. We probably can't afford to take a lot of penalties. But here we go. This is the kind of thing I was looking for. Cool stuff. A bag of supplies has become stuck in the mud. Like supplies or no? No, the other kind of supplies. If I fail at this, I will... Damn it. Oh, do I want to expend my tool now? If I lost these 2 supplies, I'd be screwed. Like, I would actually probably just straight up lose. So, that would be really bad. I'm pretty upset that I didn't get the extra resolve card. Bia carefully gets the supplies and even finds something else. Oh no, this node doesn't connect. Why doesn't anything ever connect anywhere in this damn forest? Okay, well at least there's supplies on that side. Uh-oh. You see a path of destruction and a lot of commotion. There are several cultists trying to contain a failed experiment. You see a big zombie rampaging and hitting everything around him. Okay, zombie. This is totally in our wheelhouse. We can do this. The cultists seem helpless and many are soon defeated. The zombie notices you and now seems uninterested in the cultists. Yeah, we're very attractive. The cultists are trying to protect the monster at all costs. Bia's quick wit sees an opportunity. I like that. Bia quickly recognizes that the bolt on the zombie is made from a very precious metal. That's really something you want to have. Bia can make a quick distraction so a skilled engineer can pull out the bolt with expert speed. Well, this is lucky. Yeah, Hedis can engineer it out. The plan is set in motion. The monster is distracted by Bia for a few seconds, long enough for Hedis to determine how to quickly remove the monster's bolt. With a quick and engineered move, that's okay, wordplay, Hedis manages to loosen the valuable zombie bolt. Let's get that zombie bolt, though. So, 8 campaign tokens is not terrible. Plus 20 to 25 status and plus 6 to 10 research from secret tokens is, like, totally a real thing. Plus 1 discovery for each level of engineer in your crew. What is she, 5? Ooh, okay, so... This is, like, plus 60-something status and plus, like, 25-ish research. This is a lot more research than that, and also, also like 150-ish gold, I think. But we do need a lot of status. We'll get status. I'm doing this. The monster goes berserk and bursts out a roar before charging. He's really fuming now. Okay, hopefully we can fight a zombie without losing much resolve, because I'm a little nervous. Obviously, we'd like to finish this aggressive. We need the supplies. Zombie, what's your story? Regenerates spirit each turn, and the regeneration rate increases each turn. He is not weak to anything. He is strong against impressed and excited. The damage of his roar depends on the amount of enemies he sees. Okay, does that mean it goes up with the number of enemies he sees, or goes down? Like, is it distributed, or what's... Alright. Okay, we'll figure it out. He does not have a lot of armor. This is one of those situations where I wish that I was better at enraging people. Okay, so, remember... Also, these are the high armor cultists. I hate these guys. Remember, heart play, although it doesn't say it, we figured out last time, when we're aggressive... The second speech attack does Terrify. So we can use Heartplay to set up a Terrify to get extra attack off of Triple Slash. We also can just have Bia end a turn with Terrify and then begin the next turn with Triple Slash before anybody does anything. Those are both serious options. This guy has 230 spirit and he regenerates quickly. So we gotta figure this out in like real short order. Well, we of course have the option of just shooting him. We're probably going to want to lay the Terrify on quite frequently because he needs to not with the murdering us all. Although I think we're actually, if we can keep him focused on Bia somehow, Bia has a ton of armor. And the whole party has, like, okay grit and stuff. Really, Maria is the only one who's really squishy. Although, grit is not a great defense. So how are we going to do this? Like, we have to deal with these guys. Bia can get over here. She won't be able to drop one of these things, but if we start out with a physical attack, then we'll be in plus 25%. So what's my plan after that? Okay. Here's my plan. This will let us drop both of the cultists. And we'll end the turn devious and hopefully be able to dodge stuff. It's going to take a little bit of work for us to get into the terrifying state to pop the optimal triple slash off. Alright, he doesn't freak out when we're devious or anything, does he? No. Okay. Alright. So is a new red cultist going to spawn every turn? Because that's harsh. Please dodge. Oh, 41. Okay. She's been stunned. Oh. That's going to kill her. She is definitely screwed. Okay, So she has 40% dodge. Not high enough to feel at all reliable about it. She can't easily one-shot anybody. Actually, we may have to give up on triple... No, triple slash may still be alive because heart play's not actually any good. It does 100 times her speech because it does two hits of 50. But that's only when we're aggressive. And unfortunately, we do lack a little bit of... We do lack a little bit of AoE damage. Alright. Yeah, so it takes us 2 attacks to bring down a red cultist. If a red cultist spawns every turn, that only leaves us 1 attack for the zombie, and the zombie has a stun, apparently, which I don't know how frequently it can be fired, but, you know, potentially is going to happen semi-frequently. I think that we have to do this. We have to get the zombie to stop hitting us so hard. And with the zombie's attack lowered, this might be enough healing to let Hattis survive a hit. With any luck, her grit will kick in. Okay, so he has a speech attack. That didn't even really hit very hard. Okay. So I am not at all worried about the zombie outspeeching us. I don't think that's a realistic concern. Do you have a way of killing this guy? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have... Hattis do this. Hopefully this will drop this guy. Okay, good. That's what I needed to see. Once again, we are going to EO Hattis. And triple slash. 13, 28, and 12. Okay. So it's not actually triple slash, it's double slash. Because only one of the attacks occurs at full power. I guess we probably should have removed her Terrify first. Oh god, that's right, he's regenerating an increasing amount every turn. Yep, we got punched. Wait, how is it still tense? I don't understand how that wasn't, I don't understand how that move that he just did didn't push him over to aggressive. I think I'm just gonna keep healing people. For now. We're out healing the zombie's damage, so... we'll just keep wailing on him with physical attacks. So this is going to swap us over into aggressive. It's going to be like, you have minus 25 speech defense, but I don't think, yeah. Like I said, I'm not concerned about him trying to speech us out. I was pretty sure he would continue using physical attacks, and so a loss of speech defense was going to be kind of irrelevant. I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to try to heal or anything. Scary. Yes, zombie. Truly terrifying. This stun's a little concerning. We might lose a resolve here. Nope, it looks like actually we're going to be able to drop the zombie with this attack. Alright. High damage output party. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. We don't have to kill the cultist, do we? No. Alright, and we already got a treasure, so that's cool. And a little supply gain. What an encounter! The zombie and the cultists are defeated. The spoils and fame are yours for the taking. Not to mention, the cultists left extra supplies as well. Awesome! Don't forget to visit the villages attacked by the zombie. They'll be very grateful. Okay, we gained a lot of supplies there. I think that's going to make it possible for us to make it back to the boss fight. A nice find. An abandoned hut with an overgrown garden containing many great vegetables, such as potatoes, carrots, eggplants, peppers, and cabbages. Wow, that's unnecessarily descriptive. Inside the hut, the crew finds some cooking equipment, conserved ingredients, and some herbs and spices. The crew decides to use the vegetables to make a lovely dish, and the vegetables and other things to create a lovely dish, but who will prepare it? So we could take a supply, or we could do this and get a speech defense increase, and I know the boss fight of this expedition is very talky. I'm going to wager a supply on a coin flip. If we won this, it would be really good for us. We are not winning it. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Well. Oh yeah, had us max level. Maxed. Her level maxed is what happened. She max leveled. She doesn't get to be confident all that often, so I think we're going to take this. Now we can use Piercing Shot as either a high damage single target nuke or a thing that hits two people. Alright, well we take 2 to walk here, so we may as well walk here first. Plus Wits Challenge. Lots of free tokens. You walk along a small road that leads you through the forest. You encounter a merchant who asks for a favor. This next bit is tricky. Many smart wolves have figured out that I come through this part of the forest the same day each week, with a cart full of dried meat. If I can travel with you, I will reward you handsomely. Yeah, absolutely. You know what we're good at is wolves. You have some time to prepare tactically for the journey. This could greatly increase the odds of making it out of the forest alive and well. Yeah, I think we'll take the obvious path here. Bia draws out a good formation and uses surrounding materials to reinforce the cart. You and the merchant cross through the forest. After a little while, you hear the howling of wolves, and within minutes they start attacking the cart. What will you do? Okay, so here's the thing. We'll get 2 encounter tokens if we just do this, and we'll suffer no risk. Fighting them head-on has risk, but it also will give us additional tokens, and, crucially, it will give us +1 supply. I don't think we can pass that up. I think we have to fight them for the supplies. Oh hey look, an extra encounter token on top of the extra encounter tokens. So, 0 armor. This doesn't look so bad. Alright, she might get one or both of them. She did. Awesome work. How fast are they? They are not that fast. In fact, I am totally just going to wait for them to show up. But I suppose in the meantime, no reason not to buff. Alright, this should be pretty trivial. Oh, she didn't even need the second attack. Solid contribution, Maria. You just stay in the cart and blow kisses to people. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that. 5 encounter tokens, and we desperately needed that supply. You fend off the wolves magnificently, and the merchant is impressed. The rest of the journey should be easy now. You reach the end of the dangerous part of the forest, and the merchant keeps his word. Thank you so much. I think I'll be able to cross this part of the forest for the coming weeks without a worry. Here's your reward. Okay, cool. As much as I'd like to see what's over here, again, this way yields supplies, so... Eyes are watching you from the dark forest. I love fighting wolves, man. Fighting cultists sucks. Fighting wolves is great. I really wish we had succeeded on making that speech defense increasing stew, though. Is it really just the 3 wolves? Okay. Alright, can we finish this encounter in a single attack? Yes, we can. Glass cannons. Hattis is really good at her job. Attack averted. These hungry howlers will bother you no more, and we're getting to move around basically for free. Nothing special. No hidden horde for me. As you enter the village, everyone becomes ecstatic. You are welcomed as the hero who dealt with the zombie and loaded with presents. Wow! The village is relatively lively for how isolated it is. When you look around, a woman, I definitely cannot trade resolve for supplies at this point. It's okay. We see supply nodes nearby. We will just get those supplies. The area seems bountiful with food. A scout could easily get some supplies here. Indeed. Hedis scouts the area and hunts down food for supplies. How's everybody else doing on XP? You're 4 XP away from, and you're 6 XP away. Okay, so we actually... It's pretty feasible for us to get to everybody to max level here. A decorated hunter. Maria knows that a favor could get you some... could get a favor or supplies with some well-placed diplomacy. I moved all the words in that sentence around. I just kind of read them in whatever order I wanted. I really, I really wish that you could move the thing aside and look at the map during encounters. Like, we don't want to lose 15 speech defense, especially since we didn't gain speech defense earlier. Yeah, this sucks, man. We're at 1 supply. We have to go for it. We need the supplies really badly. Please don't do... Okay. Whew. The hunter is very pleased with the trinket you gift her. Allow me to do something as well. Do you want some of the food I collected, or do you prefer that I tell about your glorious travels? Maria will do anything to be famous, including starve the entire crew. Okay, well this actually only takes... This is a 0 supply move. Okay, it looks like we're going to be alright. Probably. Yep, we get to scout for supplies. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually buy us a node. Oh, it sort of does. Going here will take us to 1. Going here will take us to 0. But if we succeed on the encounter, we'll go back up to 1. And then we'll be able to... Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. The castle of the noble Dracul family. Great. No, I'm not ready to go inside. We're going to take a quick detour. I'm going to risk some danger here. You encounter a small hut where some woodcutters reside. However, they don't seem to like you at all. Even worse, these rugged men don't speak any language you know. They approach you intimidatingly, muttering. Well, we are prepared for stuff, so take that. Alright, let's murder the heck out of some guys who probably are just trying to be friendly, but don't speak English, and so... We can't, you know, we can't take the chance, man. Can't risk it. Someone survived Hattis' attack. Crazy talk. Plus, you know, in addition to the fact that encounters are worth XP and tokens and supplies and stuff, you put those peasants back in their place. Once they notice you are their superiors, they humbly apologize and offer you some compensation. It is also worth noting, you know, these matter. These bonuses you get for completing encounters. Okay. I feel like we had a pretty successful expedition here. All we have to do is survive this. Are you ready to go inside? I am. Maria knocks on the massive door, which opens immediately. Welcome, honored guests. Please proceed to my courtyard. You hear a voice, but you see no one. Eerie. In the courtyard, a most charming count bids you welcome. Honored guests, what brings you to this faraway palace of mine? Did you too come to admire me? Well, not really, but Maria is oddly attracted to this man. The count is shocked. A holy item here in my castle. Repugnant. It must have been brought here by that Frankish nun in 965. Guards, search through the entire castle and look for this thing. My guests, please make yourself comfortable in the meantime. Maria has a charming conversation with the Count. The fame, the lavish lifestyle, and the good looks. Maria can't keep from staring at the Count. The Count notices and starts having a fun and suggestive conversation with Maria. You're a delightful human being, Maria, the Count concludes. Ah, boy. One of the guards returns. They have found a holy relic. Could it be the Globus Cruciger? The Count is delighted. Yes, excellent. Now give it to those charming explorers, please. And just like that, a thing for me. It's the icon of Nicomedia. This is not the thing I was looking for. But +5 status and +5 gold from campaign tokens. It's 29 times. Wow. Yup. What's this? The icon of Nicomedia? And here you were thinking you'd find a Catholic treasure. You know, let's not be picky. A great find nonetheless. The Count continues. Great. If you would excuse me, I have many issues to attend to. I bid you farewell. However, Maria, why don't you leave these explorers behind and stay here with me? Join me in my lavish life for all eternity. Maria is caught off guard, despite the fact that that's very obviously what this whole thing's been leading up to. Okay, so the one member of our crew who's not a multi-level quick thinker. Alright, 40% chance to gain a resolve, 60% chance to lose a resolve. I am not happy. Please hit it, please hit it, please hit it. Come on. Yes! Okay, that's really good. Maria makes it clear that these explorers are your comrades and you will stick together. The Count is obviously not content with that answer. Please, listen to all the good things I have to offer. I'm not staying. Oh, it looks like we don't get the resolve until after the encounter. That's a little bit of a bummer. Because this encounter is going to be pretty dangerous. Especially with us not having successfully gotten the, what do you call it? That extra speech defense from earlier. So, I think standard rules apply here. We're going to clear a path through these guys. Who's got the highest speech defense? Even with her stuff all screwed up, Maria is still by a large margin. Well, actually, hold on a second. She could get all the way down to here and do that, so... yeah, let's have Hatis come over here. Bia doesn't... alright. Let's open with an attempt to impress. And it whiffs. Great. Okay, so that's really bad for us. That's a really bad start. So we can one-shot one of these guys. I'm actually going to do it to this guy. So that I can put Hattis... oh no, Hattis can't... actually can't stand over there. Yeah, Hattis, you know what? Just shoot him. Let's stop beating around the bush. We are going to be violent. I was going to try to, like, coast along in friendly for a little while. Sort of conceal my intentions, but whatever. Maybe we can bounce back into friendly. See if it's viable. So what's the story with this guy? Boost the speech of nearby allies. Weak to impress. So we might be able to blow this guy out with a seduce. Ooh, in fact, it looks very much like that's what we can do. completely captivated. I don't think that's actually going to be lethal. Oh no, it looks like we'll be alright. Although I screwed up a little bit there. I should have had Hattis attack before Maria moved, or before Bia moved, to take advantage of the adjacent allies gaining attack thing. Now I like us being a little spread out as the count approaches because I know that he has I know that he has an AoE attack. Okay, he just single casted the AoE. That's really good for us, I think. I think we will find ourselves pleased. Okay, so he has better armor than speech defense, but he's not exactly terrifying in any. Oh wow, we may just be able to blitz him down. Look at how much damage we do to him. Okay, so Maria did 197 damage. Bia, get in there and triple slash and just finish it off. I was not prepared for the degree to which we are glass cannons. That was nuts. I'm so strong. People should revere my strength. It's true. Beaten to a pulp, and everybody gets to be max level for the last expedition. I'm pretty happy about that. Beaten to a pulp. That Don Juan won't bother any more people. Maria comes to their senses, and you continue to relieve the castle of all its secrets and a horde. Wow. Man, maybe we should have taken that buff to secret tokens. And so you conclude your adventure in Transylvania. The crew will long remember this weird encounter in the Count's castle. Time to go back to London. Alright, we did okay on tokens there. We certainly ended up with a lot of big tokens. We only got 2 treasures. Although they both give 2 insight. I'm pretty happy about that. +5 status, +5 gold from campaign tokens thing. We did not make as much gold as I would like. We still have some gold coming from the discovery tokens in a second here. Oh, and then all of the encounter tokens are worth a bunch of gold. That's right. Never mind. We're probably okay on gold. 1743. I guess it'll do. 1866 status is way more than I needed, I think. Alright, Maria, you have time for one last expedition before the World Expo starts and the most renowned explorer is presented. This is your last chance to gain more renown. Soon after, journalists storm into the society. They all want to hear from you. Maria, Maria, the world is looking forward to your final discoveries and judgment. What should the world look at when following you? What will bring you the most renown? So, plus 100 renown from status, plus 25 renown from all other sources. We get a lot of status from encounter tokens. We get a lot of status from campaign tokens. I think this is right. We are also just getting a lot of bulk resources. Like a lot of our tokens give us a lot of stuff, and so there's something you said about 60% from all resources. But we're gonna try focusing on the status. I bet if I did the math, I would come up with a more exciting, more solid stance on that. Alright, we'll take a good look on your spoils in the last expedition. Alright, time to prepare one last time. We will be unlocking the new entourage hall. We received your report about your recent expedition. Mina Nosa, what a story! I don't know what that means. Accomplished explorers of the tropical continent are dying to hear from you and join your entourage. Please, come visit us. Okay, I'll do that. So we really don't spend a lot of time friendly. You know, the extra satin seems pretty good. And Bia is going to pick up triple slash, and extra slash to terrified targets because, again, like I said last time, we actually don't have a way of causing enrage. Chosen. Okay. 250 research. So we will be able to do 2 papers then, because we're going to incidentally get a bunch of research just from spending insight. We're gonna wrap up anthropology I guess. Man, that's not even very compelling. But payout bonuses also, just like, the thing is, this doesn't mean anything to us. We don't have a level 4 diplomat or a level 4 archaeologist, and we can't realistically get one. Honestly, maybe my 2 papers are unlock engineering to start with a tool and get the emotion bonus, because honestly, I don't care about my score. Getting extra tokens now doesn't really mean anything. Getting extra renown also doesn't mean anything to me. Let's focus on trying to get stuff accomplished. So I'm going to take emotion studies. So saddened opponents gain minus 25% or minus 25 speech defense. Terrified opponents get minus 25 armor. That's super good for us. We're doing that one. Yes, choose this upgrade. Okay. So we don't have enrage, but now we finally have an enrage style effect. Even more cannon in our glass cannon. We need to get 60 points of research. So I think... Let's go take a look at... Wow. So... It's gonna be 400, 800, 1050, 1250. Is this where we had one left? Let's be honest, 1550. And then whatever the final tier costs, which is probably going to be, I'm gonna guess, 400. We do have enough. We do have enough status right now for me to upgrade the shop and still buy 4 specialists. So let's actually get a look. Okay, yeah, so it is 400. So that being the case, Automata is an engineer perk she actually doesn't have. We could go all the way up to level 6 engineer. She would be really good at whatever it is that we need her to do. Okay, so what we need here is, let's go ahead and hire the people that I want to hire. So I'm going to do this. We're going to get that that Automata perk. Alright, level 6 engineer. If it is possible to figure stuff out about the anti-explorer machinery, Hattis is going to do it. We're probably going to go to the Timbuktu ruins and do this option because I like this a lot. So if we did this 4 times, we would get like 5 research plus 12 research. So 4 times, yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, so we don't actually have to do. Actually, in that case, can I do this? That would just get me the on average 5 research. I'd get 1 or 2 more. Huh. So I get an extra tool if I get 60 research. This is important. We gotta not screw this up. So I need 60. This is not gonna do it. But I could do this once or twice and then swap over to that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, let's not do that yet. Hold on. So my point was, I was trying to figure out which thing to buy here, and I think the thing to do is to buy gold. I think we're going to be alright on status. So let's buy that. Plus, that's clearly Theodore Roosevelt, so that's kind of cool. Plus athlete, plus diplomat, plus quick thinker. We could put somebody up to level 4th quick thinker. Diplomat, we're at 1 and we're not getting much higher. And athlete, we're at 1 and yeah, that's not so great. Ooh, tactician. Does that get her to level 5? It does. We'll like pick up guerrilla or weapons expert. We'll pick up weapons expert. That's compelling. Survivalist and archaeologist are both things that we're not good at and we're not going to get a lot better at, but being a level 5 tactician would give us a much larger bonus to start each battle. So let's do this. The Venezuelan Presidente Bole Simones, whose made-up adventures always dominate the papers, wants to teach one of you tactician stuff. Alright. So, level 5 tactician. Now we will start with an even larger bonus at the beginning of each encounter. Pretty good. So none of these are super compelling. We do have to get this person. So we can get a rogue or a naturalist perk on somebody. These are both things that are just like an expansion of our current abilities. I think rogue is probably going to be more important than naturalist. Oh, maybe that's not true. I honestly really do not know which one of these things I want more. Sneaking around is important, but so is being able to identify weird stuff on the island. Let's go arbitrarily. Which of these tokens do I like better? I guess this one's been slightly buffed. It'll yield a little tiny bit extra renown. Good enough for me. Ibrahim Isbat, the somewhat shady Grand Vizier from Egypt, wants to teach one of you rogue merciless. I'm going to give it to Hattis. Because Hattis already has she has a bunch of bonuses for whenever she succeeds on rolls. Okay, so in order to buy all the way out and get the last little upgrade, yeah, we're going to be fine. Everything's cool. So that was 17. We had to get to 60? I think actually we have to do this the whole way, huh? I'm not too worried about not getting that final... actually... No, we want to get the extra tool. Getting the extra tool and getting better gear are the most important things. Getting that last upgraded person, the last specialist, is not as important as those two things. So let's make sure we get those. Okay. Now, it is for sure the case that we will get to 310. So I'll go ahead and do one of these. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't make it. We'll just buy some helpers. That's fine. And we get our tool. Alright. So is that... We have two now. We have two tools to start the adventure with. It's going to be tough. Especially since we're going in with some pretty... Oh, actually... Our resolve's not that bad because we did get the extra resolve. I was thinking we lost a resolve on our last expedition, but we actually netted 0 because we gained one as well. We still could get the +2 resolve card from our campfire deck as well. We will get one last camp. Oh, and also, I guess I should probably, mention that we still have a lot of money. So... Our attacks are so powerful that I think it makes sense to focus on defense with these last buys. Because look, we're 63, 51. Bia legitimately has never had a weapon, and we maybe could remedy that. So... If I go for, like... It's weird how the armor is cheaper than the mementos. And it's only that armor. All the other mementos and armor are the same prices. Anyway, she's weak on armor, so she could use some legendary armor. Or some adventure armor, rather. Let's do that. Just spread the wealth out a little bit here. Bia has the best natural defenses, so I'm going to focus on other people first here with the bunny. Plus 40 grit, plus 40 armor, plus 40 speech defense. Feels like overkill. I still would actually like to buy a weapon for Bia, so... We get her some of those lovely adventure gloves. It means getting rid of her plus 1 movement boots. You know, they were good to us. They were. Now the other question. Do I want to purchase anything to boost our stuff? I could definitely drop plus 3 attack power for some of this stuff. In fact... Yeah, we get attack power from some of these traits, even. So what are my choices? Hadis could start every encounter confident and resist damage from terrified speeches, which would make her less likely to lose attack damage. That makes me think, hey, maybe I could have taken that that thing that boosts your piercing shot when you're confident. But honestly, the problem I have with that is never range. So, Quick Thinker, Nimble, and Escape Artist. Neither of which she has. That would give her 4 grit and 2 speech. That's not awesome. I think it's War Drums, probably, if it's anything. How much does this sell for? Like, nothing. The other option is selling one of Maria's things to get a trowel and broom just so that she can peel people's speech defense and hit them even harder. But I actually think she's, first of all, she's fine doing what she's doing. And secondly, I think these are really powerful for her. Yeah, I'm gonna buy War Drums for Hadis. Okay, we're basically out of money. We're not really out of money. We could do a little bit. We can still shop, but we don't actually have anything we can upgrade meaningfully. Yeah, it only sells for 112. Yeah. So let's spend the rest of our status, because there's no reason not to. And we'll spend it on these guys, because we get more points from... We get more renown from status. And bonus gold and bonus gold. Okay. Well, we are all teched out. We are, of course, headed to the Lost Island. So, come back next time. We're going to try to track down the anti-explorer machinery and see if we can't figure out why on earth they would try to drag an island into the center of the planet. What could possibly be their plan? Frankly, it sounds insane. We'll see you then.